guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here and you like a pond build or anything else koi related, be sure to hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss out on any future content, and if you're returning, welcome back. So still plenty to be getting on with. I haven't got much time this weekend and the weather's not too great at the moment, so I'm just going to see what I can get achieved. I've also went back to the pond enclosure and come back with a couple more beauties, so we'll take a look at them and see where we go with those fish. I think they're going to need a couple of treatments, but yeah, let's just crack on with it. As always, feel free to drop me a comment in the comment section below, like these legends did here. Always good to hear from you, so yeah, get in touch. So yeah, without further ado, let's crack on and see what we can get achieved. See you soon. Morning guys. So this is how the pond's looking at the moment. Looks like we're on the road to recovery. Haven't done a water test yet. I'll do one shortly. But yeah, the water is crystal clear again. Can't see any fines. Fish are happy. Shiro seems to be pretty much recovered from his little escapade. Yeah, I don't think you can really tell the clarity of the pond water there, but yeah, you can definitely see down the bottom. See the join, the liner join there. So yeah, quite happy with how the drum's performing at the moment. Anyway, so I went back to the pond enclosure, and the chap had emptied the 3 main top ponds and was just left with the bottom one, and in the process came across some more fish. Obviously we saw that one last time, which I think, having spoken to a couple of people a couple of weeks ago now, we think that may be a kabuto. Gin kabuto, so 55 cm. Yeah, beautiful fish. So what else did we get then? Just going past there is an ogre, so an orange ogre. Not sure of the size of him. Looking at him next to there now, he's probably not far off. He's probably about 51, 52 cm. Didn't actually get a chance to measure him when I put him in here, but yeah, I'd say 52 cm. Again, doesn't look in bad nick considering. And next up is a Deutsch Chag. Again, I didn't get to measure him before I put him in, but having a look at him next to the kabuto, he's about 12 centimeters longer, so that puts him at 67, so I'd say minimum 65, probably 67 cm. And also this little fella here, no, don't think he is, because I can't see any barbels on him. But anyway, I have noticed a couple of lice on these fish. So the order of the day, unfortunately for these little fellas, is we're going to be doing a course of PP, potassium and permanganate, which isn't ideal, but you know, I know they've got lice, so I need to get them sorted. I need to get a load of air in this pond. I've got good water movement from that outflow pointing up. I've got the air stone in and the easy pod, but I'll probably set up the other new air pump that I've got in here as well. So I'll get all that set up and get back to you. I did also notice when I was at the pond closure, I did do a scrape on one of the fish which didn't make it across. I did find a couple of trick on it, so you know, another reason for the PP treatment. But yeah, let's get it set up anyway. Right, so I've got my potassium permanganate powder form, and I've got my hydrogen peroxide 6% solution. I'm going to mix that in a bucket and stick an air stone in it and leave it for about half an hour. And I'm also going to get ready my hydrogen peroxide. Obviously, if you don't know what hydrogen peroxide does, it basically potassium permanganate strips the oxygen out of the water, which is why you need a lot of water movement and air stones in when you're doing a PP treatment. And the hydrogen peroxide basically neutralises it and gets the oxygen back into the water. So I'm going to get that mixed up now, ready to give them the treatment. Right, so I've got an extra 2 air stones in there, one there, one there. There's an air stone over there, water movement from the filter, and then that's creating water movement there, so plenty of water movement in there. That's been bubbling in there for about half an hour now. I'm not going to tell you what the dose I'm using is, basically just to cover my own back. You can obviously follow the packet, what it says on the back of the packet, but I know a few people do different things. I know Daz Shelton from Skeggy Pond did a video on PP treatment, which basically explains different ways to use it. But yeah, that's the dosage I'm going to do. I'm going to do it for 3 hours, and yeah, let's get it in the pond. While I'm doing this, I'm obviously going to have to keep an eye on the fish, make sure they're not in any distress. And I'll also got my peroxide there, hydrogen peroxide, to neutralise it if I need to. Right, so there we go, PP's in. UV's off as well, got to say. Is it? Yes it is. Make sure UV's off when you're doing a PP treatment. Now, the idea is to keep this water this colour. Like I say, it's going to be I'm going to do a maybe 3.5 hour treatment. Yeah, I'll say 3.5 hours. It's like 12 o'clock now, so 3:30. I'll keep this colour till. Like I say, make sure you keep an eye on the pond. As soon as the fish start showing any signs of distress, then you are going to need to neutralise it with hydrogen peroxide. Once the water starts turning brown, it means the PP is spent. I'll add then a half dose just to get it back to this colour. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with this, and I'll catch you in a bit. So it's been 2 hours and 20 minutes. Fish seem fine. Had to top it up a couple of times just to bring the ready pink back. But yeah, happy with the air movement in there. They're not struggling at all. So another hour and a bit, and we'll get it neutralised. Okay, so that's a little over 3.5 hours. I think that'll do it now. Got my hydrogen peroxide mixed in with some pond water, so I'm going to chuck that in. I'm going to leave this extra air running. Leave the extra air running just for the next few hours. And get this one one-handed. Most of it down by the pump. So hopefully
that to start neutralising the PP. And we'll have some clear water very shortly. But I'm going to give it about an hour. Then I'm going to salt the pond. Well, I'm going to give the Easy Pod a quick flush out. Then I'm going to salt the pond to 0.3. Yeah, you can already see the hydrogen peroxide working already. So hopefully that's sorted the lice out. There we go. So water's cleared up. All fish accounted for. Don't look too distressed. So happy with how that's gone. I'll leave it till next week and then get a closer look at them and make sure that them lice have gone. Hopefully they might build up a slime coat by then as well, so I can take another scrape. But just boiling the Easy Pod up. Once I've cleaned that out, got my salt ready. Wish I'd make this stuff easier to mix. I've used boiling water and some hot water, so I'll put that water in and then I'll go and boil some more up and try and dissolve the rest and get that in the pond to salt it at 0.3. But yeah, that's that task completed. Right, so it's been a few days since I PP'd these fish. Having a look at them, a bit of a closer look at them at the moment, and I can't see any lice, which is good. So the PP sorted that out, I think. At some stage I do want to get them out and give them a scrape, but I've currently got this salted at 0.3. But yeah, they all seem to be doing fine. I do want to get that chag out and have a closer look at him, because I didn't get him in the inspection bowl when I brought him home. Just put him straight in here. But anyway, it was my birthday a couple of weeks ago, and I got a new Acer. Probably leave it in that pot. Quite a nice pot, really. That was off my brother Paul and his better half, Kate. So thank you, Paul and Kate, for that. And I got some vouchers from a local fish store, Shirley Aquatics, and I've just been and spent them and bought myself a new fish. So it's just floating in the bag at the moment. I'll get him out shortly, get him in the bowl, and we'll have a look. Right, so there we go. Got myself a sanke. Sanke's been on my shopping list for a while. But yeah, saw this one. Definitely some potential there. Just measured him, 27 cm. Quite a nice little fish. Little growing on project. Forgot to, well, yeah, I did know the breeder, but I've forgotten what it is. It might be sake, not too sure. Sake. I'll have to go and check again next time I go up there. Right, he's got some seamage come through on the head. But yeah, overall, nice fish. So without further ado, I'm going to get him into the pond. Hopefully he doesn't do what my Shiro did. This one's definitely a lot more calmer than the Shiro, so I don't think I'll have any problems. But I've got the trunk guards up now anyway, so yep, nice new addition. So I'm going to get him into the pond. And there we go. He's in. just in the middle of the screen there. Seems to be settled in nicely. Just got the air off at the moment. Just have a quick look over the fish. They all seem pretty good. There's the Shiro. Seems to have made a good recovery. He definitely seems to be growing. Yeah, the weather hasn't been too great, the temperatures haven't been too great the last 2 or 3 weeks, but still seem to be feeding well. Pond floor's pretty clear, little bit of debris, but drum seems to be doing a good job. So yeah, so far so good. So sanke is settling in well. I just wanted to add a little bit to this video about where I get my fish from. All of these koi in this pond come from Shirley Aquatics. They used to be in Shirley over in Solihull, but they've moved to the Beckett's farm site in Withall now. They've been there for a while now. But I think if anyone saw Gazzy's video from Gazzy's Koi Pond not long ago, he did a little tour of Shirley Aquatics. So yeah, the main site is impressive in itself. But they do also have a super secret warehouse where they tend to keep all the nice Japanese koi. Now this warehouse they have started to open up to the public by appointment only. I'll put the details up on the screen now. So Shirley Aquatics is now in the Withall area of Birmingham, which is just off the M42. But yeah, if you're in the area, it's definitely worth going to have a look at this new warehouse that they've got. It is by appointment only at the moment, so give the number a call, get yourself booked in. The gentleman's name that runs that part of the site is Dennis. You sometimes get the owner up there as well, John. Both real nice chaps. To be honest, all of the staff from Shirley Aquatics are knowledgeable, friendly. Ron and Connor from the main shop, really helpful chaps. But yeah, like I say, if you're ever in the Birmingham area, it's worth going down to have a look at the new warehouse that they've got, that they've just opened.
Right, that's it for this one, guys. A couple of great new additions from the pond closure. Really happy with those fish, but I'll be keeping a close eye on them over the next few weeks, and hopefully in a couple of months' time we can get them into the main pond, all going well. And also chuffed to bits with the new sanke. That's been on the shopping list for some time. So like I said, if you are in the area, be sure to go and check out the warehouse that Shirley Aquatics have now opened to the public. Definitely worth a look. As always, if you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss out on any future content. And until next time, thanks for watching.